Northside football. It's the players running onto the field. It's more than 14 state championships and fans screaming, "Go Bears!"
Moody wants to throw, throws it right side. Complete touchdown, Northside!
Northside football. It's the city of Fort Smith standing together behind the first high school and a mascot like no other.
Poom, here he goes. Poom finds the seam, up the middle. Poom to the 20, Poom 10, touchdown Northside.
Those select few who put on the jersey are chosen. They wear the colors, they pay the price, and they succeed. They are Grizzlies.
McLean going to keep it himself. McLean at the 10, 5, touchdown McLean Moody.
Together we stand as tall as the old smokestack on top of our beautiful campus. Our memories are etched in stone for all to remember, and our blood flows Grizzly red.
Midfield makes another man miss. He just has one more to beat. He smokes him. Turns the burners on at the 10, 5, touchdown Tay King.
For over 100 years we've been Grizzly mad. And today we will continue the tradition that has set us apart from any other. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Northside Grizzlies.
Grizzly Sports Network presents your starting lineups. Offensive line: Eddie Castillo, Mason Medlock, Aaron Torres, Damian Lopez, Efren Rivas. Receivers: Rashawn Clark, Isaac Wright, JT Thomas. Running back: Jaden Foster. Quarterback: McLean Moody. Your starting defensive line: Eric Brewer, Taylor Webster, Tavion Perry. Linebackers: Warren Bijou, Larry Arnott, Malachi Warren, Devin Jones. Secondary: Abram Dotson, Carter Tegmeyer, Ezra Phillips, Jalen Chavez.
Good evening, everyone. It's the Bulldogs and the Grizzlies. I'm Buzz Sawyer with my broadcast team. Jeff Ferris, David Little, Mike Fleur is on the sideline as we welcome you to Fayetteville, Arkansas, inside Harmon Field. It is going to be a game that is critical for the Grizzlies to start having something good go their way. They've been behind the 8 ball since we played Southside. Guys, we got to get some stuff going. Jeff, what do you got?
Well, I got first of all, no turnovers. They had no turnovers against Southside. Lost that game by 7. They had 7 turnovers against Greenwood, and I think Greenwood scored 35 points off of those 7 turnovers. So the first thing I think you need to look at tonight is no turnovers, none. And you can't have any personal foul penalties or unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. You got to play within yourself and be a team member tonight and don't get any penalties like that. And I think the last thing that I think that will give Northside a good chance to win tonight is be successful on their opening drive on offense, score a touchdown, whether that takes 1 play or 15 plays, or return the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and be successful on their first defensive possession. They don't necessarily have to get a 3 and out, but make Fayetteville punt on their first offensive possession.
Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. I'll give you the bad news first.
All right.
Cam Massey's not here. He's not going to dress out. He's got a foot issue. Carter Techmeyer, who has been playing wide receiver, moved to the defense secondary. He's not going to play. The good news, Mason Medlock is back.
Okay, that is
Some
good.
more good news, McLean Moody is back.
That's even better.
So Techmeyer, who played quarterback last week against Greenwood, you got to give these kids credit. They're trying to do everything they can do. They're patching a lot of holes to begin with, and I got David Little standing right beside me, who is and speaking of standing beside me, guys, it's cramped in here, isn't it?
It's a tight squeeze in here, but
well, I'll tell you, the good thing is we're in the big press box on the home side. Every year that I've ever broadcast in this stadium, we were in a deer stand across the field up on the visitor side. We're about the top level, so you really didn't get a good view of the field. And there's a tree sticking out over there that you couldn't see the scoreboard. So it was always a little suspect being on that side, but I'm glad to be over here. It's a beautiful facility. They just built a brand-new indoor facility in the end zone, and I heard that we were going to be able to be in the nice press box. We are, and the Internet's great, so there's a lot of good things about it. So I'm glad to be here, and I hope the Grizzlies get off to a good start. It's going to be critical for that, but, Coach, being the offensive line coach that you are, you got Mason Medlock back. He's a senior, but you got an offensive line that just doesn't have a lot of playing time behind them.
Yeah, they got the Rivas guy starting at one of the tackles. Not only was Medlock out last week, but so was Kevin Gonzalez has been out all year. Zach Stewart's been out all year. And then they lost another starter last week at right tackle. So it was a makeshift line last week. These guys have had some time to work together and gel because, as an offensive line, you got to work together to accomplish, your objective. But from what I was told this week, we have 7 different offensive starters than we had 2 weeks ago against Southside. So this is an opportunity for some other guys to come in and hopefully make some big-time plays.
Well, you got a lot of familiar faces in unfamiliar positions. The one, when I say unfamiliar positions, the one that sticks out most to me is Ezra Phillips. I love watching this kid play. He's been a gamer from day one, been a wide receiver, but he has a history of playing defense.
Right.
He loves defense. He got to play some defensive back last week against Greenwood, and he is a sticker.
Yeah,
fun to watch, but he's going to be in the secondary tonight at safety.
And there's a need over there. Offensive coaches and defensive coaches. You only got so many guys to work with, so you got to there's give and take in that. They felt like he could best help the team on the defensive side.
Yeah,
he is a very, very physical player. He was the most physical receiver we had, and he's just a tough young man.
A lot of times before a game, you kind of get a feel. You might get the feel in a dressing room as your coach is getting ready to have you come out on the field. You may get it in pregame when you're on the field, and Coach Fuller is on the sideline. Coach, what is the feeling? What feeling did you get as our guys were warming up?
Very businesslike. I didn't notice a lot of cheering up and down, whatever, but that's how I always liked it. I want them to do their job. I may have some good news for you too, Buzz. Cam Massey warmed up.
Okay.
And so I was just told that it's going to be a game time decision on whether he plays or not, but he did warm up and he looked pretty good to me, so hopefully he's in the lineup. But I agree with Jeff. We need to get off to a fast start. We need something good to happen early, give these guys some confidence, eliminate the turnovers, and big plays on defense.
And when you talk about Cam Massey and what a tremendous talent he is, having him in the lineup gives McLean Moody just another opportunity to complete passes. If he's not in the lineup, you're talking about Cameron Marable, Rashawn Clark, Isaac Wright, and then J.T. Thomas. Now, J.T. Thomas is just a freshman. They moved him up last week. And the kid is a speedster. He's that Samari Smith speed. And they were playing way off of him last week, but it was his first time. Just trying to get used to running the routes correctly and so forth. But Isaac Wright, who has been playing running back all so far this season, now he had a great game against Southside and then had cramps in the second half, didn't get to play. tonight he's going to line up it as a receiver. So he's multi-talented, and whatever you got to do to get it in Isaac Wright's hands, you want to do that.
Yeah, he's very talented. He played some receiver last year as a sophomore. The only negative I see in moving him to receiver is you're taking away your best running back as well, because he's our best running back. But I feel like Foster will come in and do a good job, and it makes us better as a whole on the offensive side.
Yeah, I agree. And Jaden Foster is a hard runner.
Yeah.
He's more of a north-south runner than Isaac Wright is. But, giving Moody as many targets as you can.
I agree.
He needs some help in the backfield sometimes. During the Southside game, he was running for his life.
Right.
And what a great job he did throwing off balance and upside down and whatever he had to do to fire it away. But he was definitely a force to be reckoned with, and we missed him so much in the Greenwood game. But he is back tonight. I was watching him warm up, and he looked good. So hopefully we can get off to a good start. And you want to get off to a good defensive start, because you talk about the offense of Fayetteville, and these guys have some really big-time talent. It starts with Drake Lindsey, 6'5", 225. He's already committed to play at Minnesota. P.J. Fleck was at the North Little Rock game watching him. This guy's put up 101 points in 2 games. A lot of good receivers, and they go 2 deep with their receivers, and they go 3 deep with their running backs. So, yeah, you better be ready defensively. Well, we've got about 18 minutes before kickoff. We're going to take a quick break. This game is being brought to you by Fort Smith Therapy. We'll take a break and come back with some more pregame after this. Stay with us.
Between life, work, and family, sometimes the person that you need to take care of the most is you.
At Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness, you're never alone. Through our counseling, we can help you regain control of your emotions, mental health, and life. We provide both face-to-face and virtual therapy services. Whether it's for your child, family, or yourself, Fort Smith Therapy is here to help your true self shine through.
Schedule your appointment today with Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness.
If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
REP is your trusted source when it's time for you to sell your business, or if you are looking to acquire one. We offer a variety of services that help prepare your business for sale, and we also counsel and advise you every step of the way. We take pride in our experience, market knowledge, and integrity. You can be assured your business is in the right hands. Resolution Equity Partners, partnering with you now, preparing for the future.
All right, welcome back to Harmon Field. About 15 and a half minutes before kickoff, and we talk about the offense of the Fayetteville Bulldogs. You really got to start with Drake Lindsey. He's a senior. He does a great job running the offense, but he's got so many different weapons, and we talked about how deep he goes in each of the skilled positions. Christian Seltzer has 24 rushes for 153 yards. Now, this is in 2 games. Will Keitel, 7 for 39, and Caleb Johnson, 11 for 36. They're not going to start. Omar Murray's going to start. He's carried it 6 times for 32 yards. I don't know if he's been injured or what the deal is, but I have him on the starters list tonight. I was watching him in pregame. He looked very healthy. And when you talk about their receiving leaders, Mason Spencer has 9 receptions for 254 yards, 2 TDs. Jason Delamar, 11 for 133 and 3 touchdowns. Charlie Graves, 7 for 130 and 2 touchdowns. Christian Setzer, who also plays running back, has 4 for 31, has 1 touchdown. So, guys, you see, he spreads it out a lot. He's got a lot of people he can throw to, and not only can they catch it, but they do something with it.
Yeah, he's Lindsey's a big guy. He's 6'5", big frame.
220, yeah.
Big frame guy. He's got a really, really good arm, and he's got weapons to throw it to. So our defense has work cut out for him.
We talk about offense and defense. You can't leave out the kicking game. Chavez is our kicker, Elijah Rogers, and he's done a great job. Golly, he's just a sophomore, and our punter, and what a welcome sight that was to see him kick as well as he did against Southside, and then had another good game against Greenwood. Good to see that. Now, on the other side, with Fayetteville's kicker, Nathan Catchell, guys, when this guy gets across midfield, he's in range.
Wow.
We were watching him kick it from 55 easily in pregame, and as far as kicking off, you're pretty much just going to get touchbacks when he kicks it off. Not going to be a lot of runbacks. And the wind earlier was kind of blowing across the field, and it still is a little bit going from east to west. But if you look at the flags and the uprights, you really don't see anything. They look pretty limp.
Yeah, it looks like those trees over there are probably blocking any kind of wind there might be.
The wind has died down quite a bit. It's very nice. It's a beautiful night for football. You talk about depth, Buzz, but you're talking about a town of 93,000 people with one high school.
Yeah, that is a great point.
They ought to have depth. I mean, it ought to be just oozing out of their skin,
Yeah, you're exactly right. It'd be like taking Northside and Southside and combining them.
Whole different story.
Put a team like this together, yes. So these one-school towns, they do have a big advantage, especially one that's as big as Fayetteville is. They're coached by Casey Dick, and Casey, as everyone knows, was a quarterback for the University of Arkansas back when it was the Mitch Mustaine era, I guess, or a little bit of it anyway.
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Yep.
He's also got a losing record against the Grizzlies, so let's see if we can just keep that going tonight.
Well,
last time I was on this field, we talked about the other night, it was a COVID year, and we got called on Wednesday night by Little Rock Central, I believe it was, canceled the game. And I knew Fayetteville had their game canceled. I called him immediately and said, hey, you want to play Friday? And he said, sure. And so we had one day's practice, came up here, and then, like you said, the Iceman was created.
Well, Coach, what a great drive that was, and how well it was engineered to get the Iceman in range. And they 3 timeouts later, he splits the uprights to win it, and I'm yelling, game's over, game's over. Still 7 seconds left. We got to kick it off, and they had some dangerous returners. Yeah. But thank goodness that it ended with the Iceman's kick.
One of them's playing receiver for the Raiders.
Yeah, Sategna. Yeah, he's pretty special.
He heard us that night on a couple of just screenplays where one guy missed, and there he goes. I just noticed, too, got a phone call from Coach Rowland. If you look down in the beautiful new end zone complex, he's got a seat up there in the top row overlooking the end zone. They always treat Coach Rowland right wherever he goes.
Yeah, I think he can go anywhere in the state and get the royal treatment.
And he should.
That's exactly right.
Here we go with the pledge, I believe.
All right, we're going to go cold Mike.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner, performed by the Fayetteville High School Marching Band.
Hey, Coach, you remember that COVID year that you were talking about earlier? Picked up that Fayetteville game early. We also went over to Moore, Oklahoma, and played a game that was out of our character for going certain places. When did that get set up?
I'm trying to remember I remember we. If you'll go back, our whole coaching staff, and with exception of about 3 of us, and several players got COVID, and so we had to cancel our game against I think it was Greenwood. And then when that happened, Greenwood called har-ber, who we were playing the next week, and they played that Friday. Well, Moore was looking for a game, and I was able to call them and get them where we were supposed to play har-ber, or we could have lost 2 games that year. Another thing about this place, Buzz, it kind of brings special memories to me, and I look at how it's changed. This is where I started my coaching career in 1983 for Alan Faring and the Bulldogs, and man, it is a different place than what it was way back then.
Well, it's also a place where you kind of got your footprint when you became the Northside head coach and try to get us back on the map, because, man, we had reverted so far backwards before you got here. And then to come here, and they were the #1 team in the state at the time, and you beat them on their field.
Yeah, it was exciting. They had Dre Greenlaw play for the 49ers, C.J. O'Grady, and I can't remember, and Keyshawn Dorsey went up and picked off the ball in the end zone over Keyshawn's 5'9", 5'10", and that guy's 6'5", and that joker went up and got it, and we won the game, and what a win for Northside and our program.
You know, you talk about plays like that, and you could get to the end of a game and go back and look and see a guy that maybe doesn't make a lot of plays stood out in one of them that changes the course of the game, and you've seen that a lot over the years, especially some of these smaller guys that have really come up big. And I'll go back to the Conway game when we were putting it on them big time, and then it started going against us as far as calls, critical referee calls, and we were getting in trouble, and it went down to the wire, and Conway got it all the way down to the 1. Was it Matthew Jackson that made the play?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Smallest guy on the field, all the way across the field to make that tackle at the 1 yard line?
Yes.
And then they fumbled a play or 2 later, and we win the game.
Yeah, and that's when.
That's the last time I ran hard.
Well, I was getting ready to say, that's when you showed off your 40 speed. It may have been 50 or 60 speed.
I got in trouble for that, so we don't want to talk about it.
Well, we were radio only then. We didn't have what we have today with the Grizzly Sports Network. And I remember I would always go to a commercial once the game is over, but I could see your traps and your shoulders and the way you were kind of getting pretty tensed up. And I said, I think we'll stay. We'll just stay and watch and see what happens. But I would love to have had some video of that.
Well, Conway Corp had it, so
there was some evidence.
So, but we sent those penalties in that next week, and 7 of the 11 were terrible calls.
Yeah,
but we won't go into that. We're fixing to do the.
That's right. We're going to think positive here. Try to get off to a good start as the captains will meet at midfield. Matthew Interiano, along with Gabriel Smith, Sean Rondios, and Tavarius King are our captains. Christian Setzer, Locke McKinney, Connor Krasowski, and the 6'5" quarterback, Drake Lindsay.
Fayetteville wins the toss and defers.
All right, so we'll get the ball first. We'll see Nathan Catch will tee it up. And with no wind, pretty sure that this one will sail through the end zone, and Grizzlies will probably start at the 25. All right, let's think positive. Let's get some good things going, some good thoughts. Get off to a good start here. All right, the Grizzlies in their white jerseys, black numbers trimmed in red helmets, black pants. Bulldogs being purple jerseys, black pants, and purple helmets. Now, one thing that you got to be careful of if you're a team like Fayetteville playing a team that's been beaten twice is that letdown. You hope they come in overconfident and the Grizzlies maybe get some good things quick.
Oh, I've seen that happen many times, Buzz.
Yeah, you never know where a mind's going to be of a 15, 16, 17-year-old.
Right. The Bulldogs will come out of the south end zone and the Grizzlies will come out of the north. Beautiful facility here in Fayetteville.
They've made a lot of improvements to it, and they're doing more over here to the north side.
Yeah, what are they doing up there in the north?
I believe that was the old baseball locker room, clubhouse, whatever. So I really don't know what they're going to be replacing that with.
Catchell will tee it up at the 40, and he'll be kicking it from north to south. The Grizzlies will make their way to the sideline now. Well, I'm anxious to see if number 1 gets some playing time tonight. What was it? Is it a foot injury, Coach?
That's what I've been told. I'm looking for him right now. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's there. I just saw him. But normally he'll return kicks, but he's not going to.
I don't see him moving down with the offense, but he's behind me, so I don't know if he's playing or not.
Well, Isaac, Ezra, and Marable, they'll go deep for Catchell's kick. That's Cameron Marable, number 15. Be on the left side. Ezra will be deep with Isaac Wright on his right. Catchell has it teed up. Wait for the referee to say go, and we are underway, and this will be returned. That's Cameron. Cameron at the 10, 15. Swarmed at the 15, taken down. That's where we'll start. Well, you watch Catchell in the previous 2 games, kicked everything out of the end zone. And then pre-game, he was just hammering it through the end zone. But I think that was by design. You could tell he didn't really put a lot into it, and it worked out well for him. Instead of having it at the 25, it'll be at the 15.
Yeah, and we got lucky there because he fair caught.
I saw that.
Above his head. And they let him run it, which would have been dead right there. It's not like
Massey's out there
where you get to move it out to 25.
Yep, Massey split into the short side of the field. Foster in the backfield with McLean Moody. McLean gives it to Foster. Foster drops the ball, and
fumble first play.
It will be
I think Fayetteville got it.
Well, Jeff, that did not go as planned.
No, that didn't. Wow.
So Fayetteville will have it at the 12-yard line.
Buzz, I don't know if it was a hit or if he just
he just dropped
the ball.
Just dropped it. Setzer in the backfield with Lindsey. Lindsey out of the gun. Drops back, throws right side, complete. That's Mason Spencer, senior wide receiver, the 3-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and that is they give him a touchdown, or they? I was going to say, they didn't give it to him. It's a first down, though. Looked like he got in. It'll be at the 1 yard line.
It's very close. Buzz, looking at their offensive line, they've got one guy that's good size. The rest of them just, normal looking guys.
All right, 1st and goal from the 1. Setzer gets the call, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, that's Desmond Peterson, left tackle. Check that. Eli Carpenter. He is good size. Long snapper, Fayetteville, Charlie Garton. Holzhauer will hold it. Catcher will kick it. Kick is up. And it's good, 7-0 with less than a minute gone. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the kickoff, so stay with us.
Consumer notice. Interest rates are at a 22-year high. To gauge the demand for lower rates, or Chevrolet of Fort Smith is holding a great percent event. 1.9% financing for 60 months on select models is in effect. New 2023 Silverado 1500, new 2023 Equinox, new 2023 Trailblazers. 1.9% financing. Plus, get over $3,000 in or extra value. Or Chevrolet of Fort Smith.
You always get more.
Bulldogs lead at 7-0 after the fumble on the first play of the game. Catcher will just kick this one away, and that one's 10 yards deep in the end zone. Grizzlies will get it at the 25.
Buzz, just watching him run around, it looks like he's in good shape. Don't see any limp or any noticeable favoring of one side or the other, so that's good. That's a good sign.
Good sign. Camel split to the left side. Damani Brock in the backfield now. He takes the place of Jaden Foster. Klein out of the gun. Fakes it to Brock. He wants to throw it to Cam, and that one is intercepted. Cam will bring him down at the 40, or check out the 45-yard line. That was Casey Lehman on the interception. Ball just hung up a little bit. Cam had a step on him. The ball just hung up a little bit. So 2 plays, 2 turnovers.
Yeah, McKay, he had to throw off his back foot. He was getting pressure, and he was off balance.
He gave the sign that somebody hit his arm. It was definitely underthrown.
Yeah. And, he has the arm to throw it where Cam's going to have to chase it down, but obviously that one was hit somewhere. 1st and 10 for Fayetteville. Lindsey with a stack set each side. Hands it to Setzer. Setzer is off to the races. Ezra's going to try to chase him down, and he will score. 13-0. And we are exactly 1 minute into this ball game.
Definitely not the start that we wanted or that we needed.
Holzhauer will hold it for Catchell. This will be his second extra point. Kick is through the middle, 14-0. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
If things keep going like this, Catchell's going to be tired. You know, you don't want your kicker to get as much playing time as your running backs and quarterbacks.
It's not a good sign.
No. Well, Isaac, Cameron, and Ezra deep for Catchell's kick. He got way under that one. That's still going to go into the end zone. Anytime you see a ball spin that fast, it's just like hitting a wedge, putting a lot of backspin on it. And most kickers, I say most kickers, a lot of the kickers at this age have to get all of it just to get it into the end zone. This guy, he's got a future college ball. He's got a great leg. And they can still put it on a 2-inch tee to kick extra points and field goals in high school. He doesn't do it. He's kicking it off the ground.
Yeah, a lot of our kickers that we've had at Northside choose not to use
Keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
Moody looks right side, throws complete. That was Clark, but he is hammered as soon as he caught the ball. Noah Jansky on the tackle. Junior cornerback. Gain of a couple. Damani Brock, sophomore, in the backfield with McLean. Twins to the wide side of the field. McLean pulls it, throws, incomplete, in and out of the hands. Would have been a first down. That was Matthew Interiano.
Eli Rose and Matthew Brady spinning on the play. Pass was incomplete.
Bring up a third down. Devarius King will check out. Clark comes back in. Ball on the right hash. Clark goes in the slot to the left side. Cam wide to the wide side of the field. 3rd and 8. McLean throws to Cam, and that's interference. Call it, and they will.
They got it from both sides.
Yeah, I'm sure
front and
did.
back. Boy, we needed that call back.
That was Isaac Pearson in coverage, and I think he thought he did something really good as he gives the signal as he gets up, but yeah, it was obvious interference. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Well, that's how all those DBs are. They always thinking they got you covered.
Yeah, it's never their fault.
1st and 10 Northside, 32-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10, the 36-yard line. Brock with the carry, right side, nothing there.
Damani Brock on the carry. Rick Tidwell made the tackle.
2nd down, 10.
Miller also went on the stop.
You got Isaac Pearson man up with Cam Massey. He'll get a little help from Omar. I checked that. Isaiah Taylor. You see some things that they're a little bit confusing. Fayetteville has duplicate numbers, offense and defense. Now McLean running for his life, throws it, and that one's intercepted. And that was the safety that came over for a little help, Isaiah Taylor. Takes it in for the TD, so 9:23 left in the first quarter. We've had 2 interceptions and a fumble on our 3 possessions.
Did y'all see who was that ball intended for? Was that Cam or Isaac Wright?
Isaac. It's for Isaac Wright.
Extra point is good. You watch on the right side there on those extra points, Max Chavez, man, he's coming in, getting close on each one of those, trying to get whatever good thing to happen for Northside that we can. 21-0, 9:23 left in the first. We'll just stay with it.
Everything that we said we needed to do, fast start, no turnovers, we've done the exact opposite.
Yeah.
This wasn't a good feeling I was talking about either. Man.
10 yards deep again. Grizzlies will have it at the 25.
Cockle's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. Northside takes over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
We need to establish some kind of consistency, running, passing, whatever it is. One thing I have noticed is on almost every pass, some defensive player's been breathing down Moody's neck. So we need to give him a little bit some protection, maybe max protect or something.
That's where he's been living life. Brock with the carry. Nothing there.
Looked like he was going to have a cutback, and then they filled the lane pretty fast.
Gain of 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd down 8.
Second down and 8. Moody steps up. He's going to have to run with it. Moody will get a first down over the 30 to the 32.
Isaac Pearson and Jaden Holt made the tackle.
You know, you got to really see that before you believe it. If you're a defensive back or outside linebacker, when he gets to the edge, you think, well, I'm going to get him.
He can run.
You might be mistaken because McLean Moody can move. First down for the Bears. Defensive back's playing way off Cam. He looks to left side. That's Cam. Cam couldn't make him miss. Makes the catch. Might pick up a couple over the 35 to the 36.
Noticed a little bit of a limp when he got up right there.
Second down and 6. Cam got his 4 then. Brock comes out. Isaac Wright comes in. Moody will go empty here. He's got 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Isaac and Cam into the boundary.
Is that Ezra Phillips in?
Yep. Yeah, Ezra's in the slot. That is complete. That's Rashawn Clark.
That's right at the sticks.
Yeah, they're going to move it.
Give it to him.
Yeah, first down. So Ezra, who would love to play every play of the game, is in the ball game, and he'll go to the short side now. Isaac back in the backfield with McLean. McLean rolls left, throws incomplete, intended for Cam Massey, just a little bit out of his reach.
Intended for Cam Massey. Casey Lehman defending on the play. Pass was incomplete. We got 2nd down 10.
I tell you what, Buzz, number 99 for Fayetteville is a big boy. He's playing nose guard, and then they've got a big, tall defensive end, number 5.
Jackson Oliver is number 99. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Bears, 43-yard line. Throws it deep, intended for Cam. Cam tries to make the catch, but that's going to be intercepted. That was Mathis Brady, junior defensive back. Cam did everything that he could do. He was trying. He was the intended receiver, and then he tried to be the guy that breaks the pass up.
Yeah, he ended up having to become the defender on that one. Just couldn't quite make the play.
Yeah, Brady had really good position. Worst field position of the night for the Bulldogs. They're on 22. Sets her left side. 24-yard line.
Christian Setzer.
Oh, Buzz, another guy that we're missing on defense is Calderera.
Yeah.
Not playing.
Hey, when did he get ejected? What quarter was it?
It was in the first half, so he probably will play the second half.
Yeah. Lindsey wants to throw. Has time. He's just going to load up and throw it as far as he can, and he'll out-throw his receiver. His intended receiver was Jason Delamar. Delamar was running as hard as he could, and all he could do was watch that one go by.
I think that went about 60 yards in the air.
Pretty impressive. 3rd and 8. Trying to get a cheap 5 there. It didn't work. Has time to throw again. Steps up. He's going to load it up again. This one will be caught. Will be taken down at the 5-yard line. That was completed. That was Mason Spencer on the reception. Abram Dotson brought him down.
Young sophomore out there in a one-on-one situation where it's really hard. And the difference there is what happened. Lindsey threw that ball where that receiver had to run to go get it.
Yeah. 1st and goal from the 6. Lindsey gives it to Setzer, and he'll get over the 5-yard line, maybe to the 4.
Christian Setzer. Larry Arnaud on the tackle.
I believe Lindsey's wanting to run the boot. He's kicking his foot over toward coach. See if they listen to me.
2nd goal from the 4.
Spencer wide right, 2 receivers split to the left side. Throws a slant for a touchdown. That was complete to Charlie Graves. So we've had 4 turnovers, guys, and each one of them has resulted in a touchdown for Fayetteville. Still 5:31 left in the first quarter. Holtzhauer's hold. Catcher's kick is good. 28-0. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Whether it's record temperatures or below freezing, Ted's is here to keep you comfortable all year long. We've been in business for over 55 years, and we love serving our community. Call today and schedule your seasonal checkup so you're always prepared for what's around the corner. Ted's Air Conditioning and Heating, always ready to help. Tell us you saw Duke and save 10%.
Well, if you're just joining us, it's been all Fayetteville Bulldogs. They've gotten 4 turnovers from the Grizzlies and converted all 4 of those into points, touchdowns. Lead 28-0 as catcher kicks another one in the end zone. So the Bears will have their opportunity here with a 5th possession the first quarter. Still 5:31 left. If you're a player or a coach, like you 3 guys, all of us have been in a situation like this at some point where things just don't go right. Everything you do seems to go against you. You just got to try to keep your head up and do the very best you can as Isaac Wright takes it off the right side. And you start looking for bright spots anywhere you can.
Well, Coach Little said a minute ago, there's got to be something you believe in, and you've got to get over here on the sideline with your kids, and you've got to say, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it until we do it right.
Elijah Rogers in the ballgame now. Our punter also plays receiver. So Had a second down and 7. Pick up a couple there. That was Isaac Wright. Helmet came off, so he'll go out of the ball game. DeMonte Brock will replace him.
And one of the play. It's third down.
A third and a long 5. Won't be able to convert that, so Elijah will have to punt it away. But guys, he didn't turn it over.
No.
No interceptions, no fumbles there, as Eric Brewer will come in the long snap back to Elijah. Ezra Phillips, who will call the signals here, and you just snap it to Ezra and let him go. That's what Mike Fleur would do. Nice snap by Eric. End over end, hits at the 47-yard line. Will bounce across midfield down to the 45. That's
about as bad a punt as he's had all year. Still went 35 yards.
Got a good roll out of it.
Yeah. Oh, Lindsey, stay with it. Delamar split wide to the left side. Landon Luck in the slot to the right. Setzer has been the running back so far all night. And I thought Murray was going to start, but Setzer's been the guy, and he gets the call there over midfield.
Christian Setzer.
Tackle made by Malachi Warren, sophomore linebacker.
Made the tackle. 8 of 6 on the play. Bring up second down 4.
Connor Kwasowski will come out of the ball game for the Bulldogs, and Charlie Graves will come back in. They'll split into the boundary. Lindsey just looks to the sideline. Get his play. Play clock is under 10 now. Stacked receivers on each side. Lindsey steps up in the pocket and throws a bomb again. This one's caught. But Ezra Phillips was in coverage and brought him down, and he'll have stopped him at the 6-yard line. You give McLean Moody that kind of time to throw a pass like Lindsey's getting, and hurt you. Dorian Bowers in the ball game for the Bulldogs. The fade route is incomplete. That was intended for Jason Delamar. Nice pass by Lindsey. Delamar should have caught it. Kind of over the shoulder.
I don't know that he could have thrown it any better than that.
That was pretty. I'm sure Delamar's thinking, hell, I'd like to do that again. Got Max Chavez. Actually, now is it Ezra that's in coverage? No, that was Arnon. Bowers gets the call off the right side.
Made the tackle.
3-yard line.
Third and goal from the 2-yard line.
Bowers gets the call again into the end zone for another touchdown.
Dorian Bowers, touchdown, Bulldogs.
Is up and good. 35-0, with a minute 58 left in the first. We'll take another break and come back with the Bulldog kickoff after this.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
All right, welcome back to Harmon Field. Another touchback, another start from the 25.
I tell you, when you've got a kicker that can do that and ensure that the offense starts on the 20-yard line and has to go 80, that's a weapon, Buzz.
I've been saying 25, it's a 20.
It's college.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is a huge weapon.
Yeah.
I remember one of the best kickers I saw in high school was a kid from Little Rock Catholic about 5 years ago. I heard he went to Arkansas State. I really didn't keep up with him much after that, but he was one of those guys that, he was in range once he crossed midfield, and all his kickoffs went to the end zone. All right, Moody throws deep. That is intended for the speedster, J.T. Thomas.
Again, that goes back to what you said. I mean, he's got to get rid of the ball before he's ready.
Yeah.
He just had to let that one fly.
Yeah, that was Mathis Brady in coverage. He's a junior. I mean, I don't know how much they know, especially when you got a freshman like that has that kind of speed. They just brought him up, ninth grader. Everybody knows the rules. Once you play, you can't go back. So I don't know how much they know about him or how fast he is, but Brady definitely could find out. Moody tells him to go, throws it. That's incomplete. Looked like a good defensive play there.
I think he caught that ball.
Did he catch it?
Oh, the guy back here saying he dropped it. I don't know how he could
see if we can get a replay on that, Dylan. Maybe we can get a better look at it.
McLean Moody's pass intent for Rashawn Clark.
No, it did. It hit the ground.
3rd and 10. Cam split wide to the left side. Isaac Pearson now picks up Cam Moody. Clark will go into the slot.
Okay, ball granted. 3rd down.
Northside's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back to Harmon Field after this.
Roll into Midas this summer for $100 off a set of new tires. Unlike most other tire shops, Midas will make sure your new tires last their longest with precision balancing and alignment. For $100 off new tires, request your appointment today at Midas.com. Brake with confidence. Thanks to the Midas Golden Guarantee. Parts guaranteed for as long as you own your car. Right now, save $80 on brake service. Request your appointment today at Midas.com.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Is that a reception?
That's a
reception. That's Ezra Phillips on a great catch, tightrope the sideline when McLean in trouble. Run into the boundary and saw Ezra hit him with a perfect pass, and Ezra, what a job to stay in bounds. Coach, you're right there on it. How good did that look?
Actually, his legs were split, and his back foot is the foot that came down while his front foot's up in the air. It's beautiful.
The ball on the right hash. Ezra back in the slot into the boundary. Cam split to the wide side. Throws it incomplete. That was intended for King.
Moody's pass intended for Tavarius King.
2nd down and 10.
Joey Ogden defending on the play. Pass is incomplete. We got second down, 10.
Now Ezra and Thomas into the boundary. Clark and Cam wide. McClain throws. Incomplete. That was intended for Clark.
And Buzz, that's actually one of the better jobs our line did pass protecting. They gave him, he got to set his feet and throw the football.
Yeah, and I kind of isolated then, and normally I'll watch Moody kind of see which way he's going to go, but I'm glad you said that. I was watching the line too, and I said, they did a pretty good job then. All right, 3rd and 10. McClain rolls. He's going to have to run with it. Turns upfield. Knocked out of bounds short of the first down. McClain with no fear. Knows he's going to take a lick.
Short
had to turn
by about
upfield.
one.
Yeah. He's going to be a couple yards short, looks like.
I think you got to go for it.
I agree. But what a job by McClain, knowing that you got to get a first down there, and just lowers his head and goes. So he'll go empty here. 4th down and 2. Quick pass complete. That is Ezra Phillips. Sure-handed Ezra Phillips. Gets the first down.
Tell you
Nice
what,
job by the Grizzlies.
You go to your man when you need it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
You got to go to your guy. That's right. All right, Cameron Merrill comes in for JT. First and 10 from the 45 of the Bulldogs. McClain throws it incomplete. Had Cam open on a little sideline route there. Got to bring up a 2nd down and 10. JT back in the ball game, split to the right side. And you keep your eye on that young man. If they press him, he can run right by them. I don't think they know it yet. Now they back off a little bit. McClain screen was set up, intended for Isaac, and Isaac's head was taken off.
Boy,
flag on the ground.
And we were lucky right there.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to call a penalty on us for lineman downfield because that screen pass was past the line, and our linemen were downfield.
Thank goodness 9 has hands like me.
There's no flag for ineligible downfield. The pass did not cross the line of scrimmage. Third down.
Okay. So 3rd down and 10. .42 seconds left in the first quarter. Guys, it feels like we've played at least 2 quarters now.
Yeah, you can tell Coach Casey Dick was not happy about that because from my vantage point, it was the pass was past the line of scrimmage.
Isaac Wright. Isaac to the 39, maybe the 40-yard line.
So another 4th down, and I'm sure we'll go for it again.
That'll be a 4th and 5.
Look for that little seam pass again to Ezra right here.
Devarius King checks in. You know, you look at this young man. He can play running back, he can play receiver, but he's very, very agile. As big as he is, he goes lateral easily. McClain rolls right. He's going to throw it long. It's intended for JT. It's intercepted. JT tried to bring him down, couldn't get him, still on his feet at the 20 to the 30. Hit and taken down at the 42-yard line. There's still 16 seconds left in the first quarter.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard lines.
That was Cooper Clark. Check that, Katavian Taylor. It gets a little confusing till you get to know this team. You'll have 2 8s, 2 9s, 2 10s.
It's a good problem to have.
2 17s. But we split it up for offense and defense,
right.
but boy, it still gets a little bit confusing. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Lindsey on the right hash, 38-yard line. Plenty of time. He steps up into the pocket. Now he's going to be flushed out, rolls left, gets rid of it, incomplete. And that was intended for Charlie Graves.
Charlie Graves should have caught that ball.
Yeah. We're seeing 2 good quarterbacks here tonight.
Finally, the end of the first quarter.
35-0. This game being presented by Fort Smith Therapy. Stay with us. We'll have a fresh 12 minutes when we come back.
This is Northside head football coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Hi, this is Ricky Smith, head basketball coach for the Northside Lady Bears. I dial 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football in fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Between life, work, and family, sometimes the person that you need to take care of the most is you.
At Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness, you're never alone. Through our counseling, we can help you regain control of your emotions, mental health, and life. We provide both face-to-face and virtual therapy services. Whether it's for your child, family, or yourself, Fort Smith Therapy is here to help your true self shine through.
Schedule your appointment today with Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness.
2nd down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Buzz, Mr. Calderell is now in the game.
Good news. Lindsey again has all day to throw it. Throws it complete. And that was Jason Delamar. Abraham Dotson brings him down, and Delamar's shaken up.
Down there talking to one of their coaches. I hope he's okay. He is a big-time baseball.
Yeah. Well, you were committed to the Hogs, didn't you?
Yeah, committed to the Hogs. Now you're playing football. Good, he's getting up. Good. Hate to see anybody get hurt.
Well, he's getting better as he walks it off.
I was also told by the same coach where they're tearing down the old baseball complex. That's going to be a brand new baseball complex that wraps all the way around behind the indoor to the baseball field.
Who's behind this money-wise?
I guess Fayetteville City's public schools or some of these big money guys.
There's a bunch of them up here.
A one-school town, too. That's a big part of it.
1st and goal. Bowers gets the call, puts his head down. Calderera there to make the stop.
Omar Murray on the carry. Calderera, Arnaud, and Warren on the tackle.
I'll bring up a second goal from the 4. Another fade route that was easily caught. That was Charlie Graves makes that catch. It's the uprights again, makes it 42-0. We'll take another commercial break and come back with the Bulldog kickoff. Now 42-0 just into the second quarter. And all Bulldogs. Compliments of us. We've had, 4 interceptions and a fumble in the first quarter.
Yes, sir.
And all those turned into points.
Same coach was talking about their kicker, Buzz. It's the best kicker they've had in several years here.
Yeah, kid's got a strong leg, and he's very accurate, too. And he's just a junior. You know, if you get across midfield and know you can get 3 points, that's pretty comforting if you're playing in a tight game.
Well, I'd have to see that. But I do remember that boy from Little Rock Catholic, and he had the most unbelievable leg
and he was
I've
small.
ever seen in high school.
Don't you remember how small he was?
Yeah, and it was when it came off, it was like a cannon.
Yeah, Steve Little cannon. Isaac Wright, left side, gets to the edge. Nice tackle. Pick up a 5. That was Walker Evans on the stop. Nice job by Walker Evans. He doesn't make that tackle. Isaac had a big gain in front of him. Second down and 4. Isaac gets it again. Same thing. First down. Worked the first 2 times, not so much then. He'll lose a couple, bring up down second down and 12.
Lots of 2 on the play. Bring up second down 12.
Coach Fleur, I don't think we've seen Jaden Foster after that first play of the game. Is he injured? Or?
I don't know. I'll have to find out.
Isaac with another call.
Big number 99 is in the backfield about as fast as the ball was snapped. I see Cam Massey over on the table with his shoe off. He might be done for the night.
3rd and 13 for the Bears. Wright has touched the ball each time in this possession. Still back in the backfield. Playing with the man coming off the edge. He'll escape him, rolls right, throws for JT out of his reach. 4th and long, so Rogers will come in and punt it away. And you had Noah Jansky coming in hot.
I see Foster walking on the sideline. It doesn't appear to be anything wrong with him.
I think it was just the fumble. Landon Holzhauer, who is the holder for Catchell, he's deep for Rogers' punt. He'll be at his own 36-yard line. Nice spiral on the way. Holzhauer backs up, makes the catch. It's a fair catch at 31.
Number 3 got really close to blocking that. He was about half a step away. Great job by the punter getting it off. Yeah, I would say Cam's done. He's got ice on his foot, so he's probably done for the night.
Have you been inside the new facility here in the south end zone?
Have not, but they say it's beautiful, and just looking at it, it's unreal.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Stacked to the right, stacked to the left. One back in the backfield. That sets her. Lindsey sets up to throw it. It's complete, wide open on the right side.
Lindsey's pass complete.
That was Landon Luck.
Malachi Warren and Ezra Phillips made the tackle.
Landon, a senior. Ezra makes the tackle. Now Lindsey with trips to the wide side. Throws it to the left side. That is complete to Graves. Calderera there to make a stop.
I don't know the grade of their receivers, but that's a great example, Buzz, of older kids blocking sophomores that probably really aren't physically ready for this.
Hey, that's exactly right. And that's one thing we got to remember, guys. We got a lot of young guys out there. It was an all-sophomore defensive backfield against Southside.
Speaking of sophomores.
Yeah, there you go. Linebacker Malachi Warren's just a sophomore.
And Bijou was in on that. He's sophomore.
Calderera just a junior.
I count right now on the field 5 sophomores.
Yeah, and then you got some juniors. Webster. Pass is complete. Missed tackle there by Ezra, but he was coming in hard.
Lindsey's pass complete to Zaya Spencer Cole.
When Ezra hits you, you're going to remember it. 3rd and 8.
Got 3rd down 8.
Luck will come in for Krasowski. Lindsey again with all day, just loads up, throws it over the middle, incomplete, intended for Graves. Chavez in coverage.
Intended for Charlie Graves.
4th down. So do you bring in the
it'd be a 50
Catchell and see what he can do with it? Yeah, it'll be 50 yards.
I say yes.
Well, I can't believe they're going to go for it.
Rubbing it
4th
in.
down. Yeah, I hear you. That 4th down and 8. Lindsey will keep his offense in. Sets her in the backfield. He'll send him in motion. Throws it across the middle, complete to Graves for a 1st down. Ezra will sling him down. So they'll get the 1st.
Graves. Ezra Phillips on the tackle. That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
So Fayetteville, this will be the 3rd team in the Central that they've played so far. You think they're trying to make a statement. West against Central.
Caleb Johnson.
Oh, Calderera hung on for dear life right there.
Yeah, that was Caleb Johnson. I've been saying Setzer, but that's Caleb Johnson that's been the running back. Second and 9, 6-11. Still just in the first half. Nice big long. And he will take it to the house.
Several missed tackles right there at the line of scrimmage.
Johnson's just a sophomore. There's a couple of carries and got free then for another touchdown. Anyway, Chavez is going to get one before the night's over. I don't know how that one got through, but it was good. 49-0, 5:55 left in the first half. Take another break, so stay with us. We'll be back for another Bulldog kickoff.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Michael's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. Grizzlies take over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
49-0 with 5:55 left in the first half. Absolutely nothing has gone our way, and makes your heart hurt for these guys, and you just hope that they can just keep grinding and let's get some good out of this. Try to make some good things happen. Isaac makes two men miss now over the 20 to the 25 to the 28-yard line. Nice job by Isaac Wright. Flag on the ground. Was that a late hit? Could you see?
I didn't think it was, but, you know, they may have got him for it. They were all going out of bounds at the same time, but I don't know how they would expect the Fayetteville guy to stop. I think that's what we've got.
What a nice run by Isaac Wright.
Yeah, we'll take 15 more the way we can get it.
Oh, he got him by the face mask. But Isaac had nothing off the right side in reverse. He had two guys that both thought they had him, and he was able to evade them and get to the edge. Fun kid to watch play. Maribel split into the boundary. JT split wide. Moody now is going to run for his life again, and that ball's on the ground. That may be a scoop and score, and it will be. But absolutely no blame to McLean Moody. Do not get down on what's going on, guys. He was running for his life. McLean did everything he could to try to get out of that.
Somebody came loose off the backside, untouched, and
it was a stunt by the outside guy. He's unblocked.
Yeah.
Here's my question: you're up, 49-0, and you're blitzing your linebackers.
Well, we talked, Jeff. We talked about this earlier. You know, if it's a Southside, if it's a Greenwood, like Greenwood last week.
Yeah.
Chris Young, he showed a lot of class, but it's also a lot of proximity too.
That's true.
Fayetteville's not in our conference. They don't owe us anything.
Nope.
You know, you put the ball out there, you got to play football.
Well, that's true. It's like Lou Hope said once, it's not my team's job to let you score.
Right.
Well, and the other thing, guys, it's the first half.
Yeah, it's still first half.
Now,
I agree.
if he comes out the second half doing this kind of, you know, then you got a little something to say because you're not proving anything. But first half's the first half.
I agree.
Kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. Grizzlies take over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
On the bright side, great camera work by Brandon.
Yes.
Appreciate what you guys do. A lot of teamwork. So much goes into this. Try to bring you a broadcast that we can be proud of. And out of the reach of camera. 2nd down and 10.
Playing Moody's pass intended for Cameron Marable. Casey Lehman defending on the play. Pass was incomplete.
Look at there. 3 guys have to take down Isaac Wright. The first hit does not bring him down. He's determined. And he's just as effective in traffic in the center of the field as he is getting to the edge.
Yeah, he ran with some determination right there, Buzz.
1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, a 35-yard line. And that's what you saw in the first half of the Southside game. If he would have, it's McLean slung around, keeps his balance. Now he's going to throw it out of bounds. What a great job by McLean Moody not to go down and be able to get rid of it.
We ran the boot right there, and they didn't take it. You know, stayed with him. That's just them doing a good job on defense. What I don't like is him holding that ball out there away from his body one-handed. I mean, let's tuck that thing in.
Yeah, I bet you could tell him that 100 times. Next time that he gets in the situation that I don't know, I think that's just his style.
It wouldn't be with me.
I'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
I think they're going to call intentional grounding because Wright didn't get out. He got caught up with the rush or something, but that ref just threw the flag.
Intentional grounding on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul includes a loss down. 3rd down.
Anybody got a calculator? 3rd down and 27.
3rd and 27. Okay.
we'd have had Isaac in the second half healthy against Southside, I think that's a different outcome. Here comes the pressure. McLean avoids it. It's around the corner, and he'll go out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Boy, they bring in the house now.
Yeah, they are. Eric Brewer will come on to snap this one back to Elijah. Holtzhauer will probably go deep if he stays in the ball game.
It's like Fayetteville has an injured man down.
Let's see who that is. He's up and walking it off, though.
Jack Kestner shaking up on the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Cameron Calhoun Jr. back around his about midfield. Return this punt from Elijah Rogers.
Back to punt number 35, Elijah Rogers. Deep for the Bulldogs, Landon Holzhauer.
Rogers will catch the snap at about his own 5-yard line. Another nice snap by Eric. High wobbly spiral. Calhoun signals for fair catch and make it at the 41.
I say this every week, that young man is very impressive as a punter, as a 10th grader.
Wish we didn't have to use him.
I agree.
But he is a very welcome sight. Didn't know what the kicking game was going to be like as far as punting goes. And saw him in practice a couple times, you know, and I'm like, oh, this kid it's a raw leg. I mean, he's really has a lot to learn about punting, about the drop.
Looks like we have a different quarterback in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be Holtzhauer. That's why he didn't go deep for the punt. He's the QB now. Flag in the backfield.
Flag.
The previous spot, replay first down.
That may be the first thing they've done wrong tonight.
That's Will Cattell in the backfield. He's their third string running back. They've scored 157 points in 10 quarters, 9.5 quarters. Holtzhauer will give it to Cattell again, across the 35 to the 36. Calderer and Warren there to make the stop.
Gain of 5 on the play. Bring up second down 5.
A lot of movement on the line. Which way is this one going to go? Second down and 16 before that. Make it down, second down and 21 now. Holtzhauer with a second down and 21. Give it to Cattell again. Missed tackle there. They'll bundle him up as he gets over the 30 to back to the 32. Well, Malachi Warren came in hard, almost had him in the backfield.
Malachi Warren made the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play. We got 3rd down and 20.
Rocky and Whitaker on the defensive line now for the Grizzlies. Now Holzhauer is going to throw deep. That ball's hung up. The receiver comes back to make the catch. He does, but he's also interfered with. There's Contavious Taylor on the catch. Chavez interfered with him. Holzhauer just hung it up there, and did Chavez have his back to it? I mean, I don't think he could.
Yeah, he was beat. He was trying to catch up. Ball was underthrown, so that's going to happen a lot if you don't have your eyes back on the ball.
And you're talking about some young guys too.
That's right.
Sophomores. Tail gets the call again. Crease on the left side to the 21.
Will Cattell. Jalen Chavez and Larry Arnott have made the tackle.
Again, Cattell gets the carry for the 19.
Will Cattell. Taylor Wester, Warren Bijou, and
Enough for the first down.
That's another
Line of scrimmage is the 19. Under a minute left in the first half now. Holzhauer takes the snap, gives it to Cattell, and Calderera levels it. Pick up of a couple, 2nd down and 8. 30 seconds left.
Looks like they might just let the clock
I think
run
they
out.
are. 20 seconds on the play clock, 14 on the game clock. They're just going to let this go to half. It's been hard to watch. Don't lose faith in your Grizzlies. Just don't do it. Come back out in the second half, see if we can do some good things. Got an open date next week, and then Bryant comes to town. We'll have a little bit of time off. We're going to take a break, and I think Jeff may have some stats when we come back. Probably not much we want to. Not that we don't like Jeff, don't want to hear from him, but
I don't blame
not
you.
what you want.
It's going to be pretty sad.
All right, stay with us. We'll be back.
REP is your trusted source when it's time for you to sell your business, or if you are looking to acquire one. We offer a variety of services that help prepare your business for sale, and we also counsel and advise you every step of the way. We take pride in our experience, market knowledge, and integrity. You can be assured your business is in the right hands. Resolution Equity Partners, partnering with you now, preparing for the future.
Consumer notice. Interest rates are at a 22-year high. To gauge the demand for lower rates, or Chevrolet of Fort Smith is holding a great percent event. 1.9% financing for 60 months on select models is in effect. New 2023 Silverado 1500, new 2023 Equinox, new 2023 Trailblazers. 1.9% financing. Plus, get over $3,000 in or extra value. Or Chevrolet of Fort Smith.
You always get more at
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
Whether it's record temperatures or below freezing, Ted's is here to keep you comfortable all year long. We've been in business for over 55 years, and we love serving our community. Call today and schedule your seasonal checkup so you're always prepared for what's around the corner. Ted's Air Conditioning and Heating, always ready to help. Tell us you saw Duke and save 10%.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
Roll into Midas this summer for $100 off a set of new tires. Unlike most other tire shops, Midas will make sure your new tires last their longest with precision balancing and alignment. For $100 off new tires, request your appointment today at Midas.com. Brake with confidence. Thanks to the Midas Golden Guarantee. Parts guaranteed for as long as you own your car. Right now, save $80 on brake service. Request your appointment today at Midas.com.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
This is Northside head football coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Hi, this is Ricky Smith, head basketball coach for the Northside Lady Bears. I dial 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football in fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Between life, work, and family, sometimes the person that you need to take care of the most is you.
At Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness, you're never alone. Through our counseling, we can help you regain control of your emotions, mental health, and life. We provide both face-to-face and virtual therapy services. Whether it's for your child, family, or yourself, Fort Smith Therapy is here to help your true self shine through.
Schedule your appointment today with Fort Smith Therapy Health and Wellness.
Of us. All right, we're back to Harmon Field. 56-0 is the score after 24 minutes, and it is definitely hard to see our kids dealing with some of the stuff that they are dealing with. And whatever you do, do not lose faith. You see any of our players give them a word of encouragement, tell them it's all going to be good. Just keep grinding, keep grinding. Got a lot of season left, and it's not going to be easy. You know, we're going to play after our open date. We got Bryant.
Yeah, the University of Bryant.
Yeah. And then you on down the road, I mean, you're going to have Conway, you got Cabot, North Little Rock.
You know, right now, Buzz, there are no gimmies for the Northside Grizzlies this year.
No.
What you hope the coaching staff is doing right now is keeping the team together. You know, 49-0 last week, 56-0 halftime tonight. You know, there's a lot of, you know, let's face it, these are teenage boys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of doubt in their mind. The coaching staff has to rally the troops and try to get something positive out of this second half and go from there.
That's exactly right. Great point. That's what I'm talking about. Get what you can.
Yeah.
You know, come back at halftime and do some things that you know you can do. And we've got some really good athletes.
Right.
No question we have a lot of good athletes. We just got to get better offensive line, defensive line, give McLean a little more time to do what he does. You know, but these guys are young. They're learning.
And, you know, and I figure Fayetteville more than likely will play their backups the entire second half. Northside will probably come out with their starters and try to build something positive.
Yeah.
Even if it is against the backups for Fayetteville. And hopefully we can do that.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sure our starters will get pulled sometime, into the third.
Right.
But come away with something that you can, say that was a positive thing.
You got to kind of take your hat off to Cam Massey. He was hurting before the game. We didn't think he was even going to dress out, and Coach Fleur said that he is dressed out. Well, I think he'll get some playing time, and then he started. But after a while, he's on ice on the sideline, and you're not going to see him anymore tonight. So you hope that he can recover. But we have an open date before we play Bryant, so maybe that'll give him plenty of time to get back to normal. Normally, this is an exciting time for us at halftime, especially at home when it's Cane's Chicken halftime. And, boy, you talk about some good food when we're at Mayo Thompson. Russell Herron, who is our Cane's Chicken guy, always makes sure that we're taken care of. And, well, last week, even though Greenwood beat us, we enjoyed the hospitality from Cane's. They not only took care of us in the press box, but they were in the concessions as well.
So you're saying you ate good anyway?
We ate good,
okay.
Yes. Jeff?
Uh-huh.
You're going to give me a lot of bad news?
There's a lot of bad news, but I haven't worked this hard at a football game in 20 years. Now, listen, if you want me to work this hard, you're going to have to provide, I'm thinking about a 24-ounce porterhouse with some asparagus and a twice-baked potato and some, adult beverages maybe.
Jeff,
where are we going to get that?
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
you're going to work me like a mule, man. You got to feed that mule.
Little, he when that money train starts, usually he starts it.
Yeah.
He's wanting me to pay Dylan double. Now you're talking about 24-ounce porterhouses.
That's all I want.
Buzz, I'm not ever advocating for money for me. I'm advocating
for everybody
for
else.
The guys that you work so hard for so little, so few pennies. So few pennies.
What? These guys have huge contracts. What do you mean?
Are they multi-year contracts?
Multi-year contracts.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. No cut contracts.
No cut.
That's right.
Listen, I know how good your ribs are.
Pretty
so
good.
If you'll cook me some ribs, we'll call it
even?
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
call it even.
That's a deal.
I'll bring the cigars.
You made out on that one, Buzz.
Yeah.
I'll take you up on that.
You ever had his ribs?
I don't know if I have.
You hadn't.
Oh, man.
You hadn't.
There's only one guy I know of that can come close to his ribs, and he lives in Dardanelle.
I haven't had his, but I've had some others. There's a friend of mine named Wes Coates that he does the best ribs of me I've ever had.
Well, if they're better than Ard McConnell's and better than yours, then
well, I haven't had Ard's. Mine, I'll take second to Wes Coates every day of the week.
Well, if yours are second to West Coast, then you guys get together and have a cook-off, and let me be the judge.
Well,
there you go.
Glad to attend that.
Yeah.
We're watching the Fayetteville band here at halftime.
But I think that the Northside fans will look at one stat, all they have to look at.
Turnovers.
And then, and a couple of those turnovers were returned for touchdowns.
Yeah, you got a scoop and score and a pick six.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. They win the toss, they defer, kick off to us, we fumble on the first play, then they score. If we at least get a 3 and out there.
Yeah.
Make them work for some field position.
Yes.
Things may be a little bit different, but when you start out like that, you're automatically behind the 8 ball.
Big time.
Yeah.
And they had to go on their first drive? 12 yards?
Yeah.
To score?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And was it the second drive, the pick six?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right, yeah.
So it went from bad to worse.
So they had 12 yards of offense and were ahead 14-0.
It feels like we've been here for
oh my God,
5 or 6 quarters and just halftime.
Well, I looked down at the time right there toward the end of the second quarter, and it was only like 5 minutes to late, and I'm going, dang, I thought it was later than that. I thought it was like 8:30.
What you guys got planned for the weekend?
Well, my daughter Alex went down from Bentonville today, so I'll have my whole family at home, and we're gonna grill tomorrow evening.
All right.
And that's about it. Enjoy some family time.
There you go.
With my grown kids.
I got to work at the golf course. Little Creek's having a tournament this weekend. It's a 2-day tournament, so I got to work Saturday morning and I got to work Sunday morning, and so that's going to be me in the morning from about 8 o'clock till about 2 o'clock, and then after 2 o'clock I'll probably go home and go to sleep.
Speaking of golf, the Northside baseball
this
team
weekend
is having their
Sunday
fundraiser, and so I'll be playing in that.
Who are you playing with?
I'm going to be playing with Ben Good, who's the Dean of Students at Northside, Johnny Melton, who is a fraternity brother of mine, and his wife teaches at Kimmons.
All right.
And then a guy by the name of Mike Sears, a buddy of mine from Fayetteville. So I'm by far the worst golfer in my group, but if I'm the guy getting the group together, I'm going to make sure I get better golfers than me. So mission accomplished.
Well, I tell you what, you're talking about that porterhouse steak. You give me 3 up a side for that porterhouse steak and see what happens.
Now, I'm not above sharing with you guys. Now, 24-ounce porterhouse.
Can you eat all that?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Okay. Well, you didn't even hesitate.
No, that's easy money right there.
You just give me an 8-ounce prime rib, medium rare.
There you go.
I'm good.
Woo. Well, then I'm going to have some cheesecake for dessert now.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah,
Jeff. You got to quit it. You got to quit it.
Well, I think Buzz will probably take us to Mickey D's after the game or something.
Oh, we do better than that.
We can do better than that?
So
Man, I wish we're going to Cane's. We're going to Cane's.
So, Dylan, what is your supper allowance? $3? Is that about what Buzz gives you? $3 supper allowance?
Don't you have the kill button on his headset? Oh, I've got it.
Yeah. I was wondering why Dylan had a tip jar sitting outside the door. I don't blame you, man.
Hey, we talk about everything we're going to do this weekend. Coach Fleur, I don't know if he was drowned out by the band or not. You got big plans, don't you?
Just down here listening to you guys.
What are you doing this weekend? I know you got big plans.
Well, I'm going to be driving to Georgia and South Carolina for a week, for several days of relaxation.
So you're going to be tailgating for the Georgia game, aren't you?
Be at Georgia, South Carolina next Saturday.
Wow. Man.
Something I'm really looking forward to.
Between the hedges.
I'm going to go back to the Burke County Bears where I coached, and we played for a state championship. They're having a little get-together, so hadn't been back there in 1998, so it's been a while.
Are you going to be able to see a game, or is it just...
Oh, yeah, no, it's their homecoming.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Looking forward to that.
Hey, Coach Fleur.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, please. If you see Spurrier out there in South Carolina, tell him he still owes me money from that golf game. I beat him that a couple of years ago.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Tell him he still owes me money.
Well, can you elaborate on that?
No.
That's all?
I can
That's
tell
all you can say?
The rest of it's classified. Sorry, but I can't. That's it.
So Spurrier owes you money.
He owes me a lot of money.
All right, then. All right, guys, 56-0. Got about 5 minutes left at half. One thing that I can say that we do at Mayo Thompson, we talk about this a lot, we take care of the entire press box. And it is, I think Ricky Smith's doing it this year. Eric Burnett has done it for years. But we cater that press box, and it's open to the coaches, the broadcast team, the opponent's broadcast team, and it's always done right. And it seems like everywhere we go that it's really, there's nothing provided. Even in a beautiful place like this, I don't think their hospitality room.
I went down there a while ago, and there's nothing in there.
Yeah, you talk about Coach Smith. I asked him last week. I said, y'all going to be good this year? And he said, yeah. But I had to start 3 sophomores and a freshman last year. It was 2 sophomores and a freshman.
Well, he had a senior, too.
And he said
Karis
he went
Washington.
out to some camp in Oklahoma and beat everybody up there by 20 plus. And He said, yeah, last year we went, I think he said 24-4, and that was a down year.
Yeah.
And so.
That's a tradition.
Yeah.
But he did play, one of them that really impressed me was Isabella Kendrick, who was a freshman last year. And she is one of the, when you watch Ezra Phillips play football, that's the way Isabella plays basketball.
Okay.
She is a grinder, and she can shoot too. But she was a lot of fun to watch last year, and I got to interview her mom, and I found out really quick there's a lot of genetics there. Her mother played at Arkansas Tech. She was a Golden Son. And I asked her, I said, so how did you tell me some of your history playing for the Golden Sun? She said, I think her first start, she scored 38.
Now, did she play for Joe Foley?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll find out that. But a lot of genetics there. And but watch those Lady Bears. And we got a new coach for the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Since Eric now has gone he's in Springdale, the assistant AD there. I think Coach Fimple, who was at Conway, left there, became the AD in Springdale, hired Eric. And I hate to see him go, but
I did too. I hate to hear that.
We sure miss him, but we're looking forward to some basketball. It's before you know it, it'll be here. Got a lot of football left, though, guys, and I just want to see our Grizzlies get some good things going. Now, Bulldogs coming out of the south end zone, out of their new facility.
That's beautiful.
It really is, now that you can see it lit up. I don't know if we can get a shot of that from one of our camera girls. It's in the south end zone. It is very impressive.
It is impressive.
Yeah. We'll get a pan over to it. Keep going a little bit further. There we go. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice facility.
That's a great shot right there. They talked about building that baseball facility that's going to go all the way around to the baseball field. That's going to be really special, too, for this community, for this school, and this community. Is going to be nice.
Of all the places that we go, though, to every stadium we broadcast in, Mayo Thompson's always been my favorite just because they've kind of kept the character of it over the years with all the improvement with the band facility in one end zone, and then you got the arena in the other end zone. But there's no track there, and it seems like it's a lot more intimidating if you're a player on the field. And Coach Little, you're there. You were there for years on the field. In the home games, when it was really popping, it had to be very intimidating for an opposing team.
Well, as a coach, you like it when the fans are right on top of you.
Yeah.
You can feel the energy of the crowd better. When we're going great, it's awesome.
Yeah.
When things aren't going so well, it's not so great because you can hear every piece of advice the people in the stands are trying to give you.
Yeah. and it's good advice, though.
It's
isn't
good
it?
advice.
Yeah.
The bleacher coaches.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Mayo Thompson, the Bill Stansel Memorial Press Box. Those of you who didn't know Bill Stansel, you definitely missed out. I had a great relationship with him. He was the AD when I was there. He had retired as a head coach before I started playing at Northside. But his daughter, Stacy, was actually in my office this afternoon. She's married to Dr. Westmore, who was a Grizzly, played quarterback for him. And it's good to see Stacy.
Buzz, I got a text from my grown kids, and they said, tell Buzz your grown kids said hi and go Bears.
And I also said, why did you have to say grown kids?
You're right. Well, I mean,
you left that out.
I did.
Hi, Ashton. Hi, Alex. When I was in high school, I dated a girl that had 6 sisters. No brothers, 6 sisters. And I went over there for Thanksgiving meal.
You didn't have a chance.
Well, and he was saying that to me while the Thanksgiving meal was being cooked. He said, Buzz, he said, man, you got to spend more time over here. I don't have any sons. And I read this and that. I always wanted a boy. And the whole time that he's telling me this, all his daughters are waiting on him hand and foot. And I'm seeing this, and I'm like, why in the world would you want a son when these daughters take care of you the way they do? And I finally asked him after the meal was over, I said, you're pretty blessed to have all these girls that love you so much and wait on you hand and foot, and yours are the same way.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you got a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful daughters, and they really take care of you.
They do. I admit it. They take care of me well.
Now, you guys are getting texts from local. I just got a Facebook message from our biggest fan that's halfway around the world.
The Un?
The Un has, are you doing the Northside game? Was his message. And I just messaged him back and said, yeah, but he lives in Hue Hin, Thailand.
Wow.
So he is, that's about a.
Is that further than Alaska?
I believe that is. Because I don't think you can drive to Hue Hin, Thailand. I don't think you can. I haven't tried it lately, but I don't think you can do that. But anyway, he's our furthest biggest fan away from Fayetteville, Arkansas tonight, and we appreciate him listening and all of our listeners.
Yeah, thank you, Un. And also the Gooser always gives us a word of encouragement before the broadcast. But the one thing I can say about Un and Gooser, they're huge Hog fans too.
Yes. Well, they're huge football fans.
Hey, and here's the deal. Hogs have been through some bad times.
Yeah.
All right? Hey, if you're a fan, you're a fan. Grizzlies are going through a tough time right now. Lost some players after the first game permanently, had some ejections, had some sickness, been behind the 8 ball basically from day one. So hang in there with them. Give them a chance. Let's get better. Let's watch them improve. Maybe good things will happen. Chavez will kick it off to start third quarter. Taken at the 13-yard line.
That was good coverage.
That was good coverage, and that was Warren on the tackle.
Xavier Burns on the return. Letting Warren and Young made the tackle.
Jeff, I'm going to let you off the hook.
Okay.
The stats right now. I want to kill this light. You got a little light left to you.
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and kill it because we're having a glare in the press box and it's hard to see the field. There we go. Much better.
And I've got some light over here from the coaches next door, so we're good.
Right. So it'll be a running clock here in the second half. Holzhauer will start the second half. All right, nice job of Calderera, along with Larry Arnaud.
Larry Arnaud and Calderera on the tackle.
Hard to tell how many starters Fayetteville has out there. Obviously, the quarterback is not out there, but I can't tell if he's the only one. It looks like it to me. He's the only one not out there right now.
Well, no, you're running back.
Your left tackle's not in. The big guy.
You're running back and 2 of your receivers. That's Tyree Terry's the running back, complete to the right side. And that was Malachi Warren who chased him down.
That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
Warren, who's just a sophomore, but guys, I've been pretty impressed with him tonight. I think he's done a good job.
Yeah, he's going to be a player for us. The coaches, defensive coaches, Coach Hanson, the linebacker coach, and Coach Solly, they're excited about him.
Got Webster, Perry, and Brewer on the defensive line. A lot of speed to get to the edge there. A lot of speed.
There were a lot of good blocks there on the edge by Fayetteville.
That was Terry on the carry and Ezra Phillips on the tackle. Renatus comes in and Arnaud take a break. Terry gets the call. And Malachi Warren again, but he was held up. Tavion Perry made the stop, but then Malachi came in and hammered him. Looked like a Roger Magnus hit.
Gain 1 on the play. Bring up second down 9.
That's Roger Magnus. That's a blast from the past.
Yogi.
Count Yogi.
Second down and 9. Jaden Matthews split wide left, but Terry will get the call again. Perry again on the tackle.
Tackle by Perry.
Third down and 6. Holtzhauer wants to throw, running out of real estate, and just throws it out of bounds. That was Calderera in pursuit there, along with Sean Granados.
Let your field goal kicker come in and get a little work.
There they are.
Down and 6.
A 42-yard attempt.
If he kicks him like he did in warm-ups, this is a chip shot for him.
Garton will snap it. Holtzhauer will hold it. Katz will attempt it from the left hash, 42 yards out.
He's not using even a 1-inch tee. He's kicking straight off the ground.
Wow. It's got plenty of leg, but he hooked it wide to the left. Had a good snap and a good hold, just missed it. So the Grizzlies, no points drawn there with 7:28, and the clock will continue to tick.
No, I think that's the first time that Fayetteville had the ball, they didn't score. Good job by the Grizzly defense.
This game is brought to you by Fort Smith Therapy. They are our major sponsor. We appreciate them.
Looks like a whole new group on defense. I don't recognize any of those guys out there right now.
Well, Calhoun, who's playing safety, he played a little bit in the first half. And I love to watch him run. Guys, you got to wrap him up. You can't just hit him and expect him to go down.
Tackled by Isaac Pearson. First down, Northside.
Brady, who's playing left corner, had an interception in the first half. Calhoun on the right side. First and 10, 32-yard line. Check that, 31. No, I'm not going to skimp
dinner
after the game. It'll be Canes. Nice stiff arm there by Isaac.
Gonna be close.
Isaac Wright.
This is what I'm talking about right here.
Eddie got it.
Get some good things, make some good things happen, get a couple of first downs. Clark and Thomas to the wide side of the field. Maribel into the numbers. Brady will pick up Johnson. Look at that. Look at him grind his legs. Guys, he's a junior. We're going to have him for another year.
That's awesome.
Cole Mobley and Gibson Griswold made the tackle.
I talked to him in the dressing room before the Greenwood game that afternoon. Such a polite young man. Yes, sir. No, sir. Talked to him about having cramps in the Southside game. He said he hated it. Hated sitting on the sideline. Glad to get another game under his belt, but this kid's just going to keep getting better and better.
That's right.
Wow.
And if you remember,
There you
Buzz, he started out the game at receiver.
Yeah. And that was the whole plan. I mean, you had Techmeyer, who's not in. He was going from wide receiver to defense back, but although he played quarterback last week. Isaac was going to go to a receiver, and then we had who was the running back?
Foster.
That was Foster. That's right, Jaden Foster.
And he carried it the first play of the game, fumbled it, and hadn't been back.
First and 10. But he throws complete. That's King. King just shoves a man down, still on his feet. Now, watch him run over the 20. To the 18-yard line. Takevion King.
They just threw a penalty for hurdling.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not get 18 inches off the ground on that hurdle.
You got a Fayetteville player down. When Tavarius King comes at you, he is powerful.
And I'm being generous. 18 inches.
Yeah.
I have been 12. That right
Look at
there.
that. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Dylan, run that back one more time. Yeah, he's basically just high stepping. Just high stepping right here.
Wow.
Player still down. The play before that, when Isaac was carrying the ball, Damian Lopez did a great job getting Isaac where he had some green to work with.
Damian Lopez, he is a very, very intense football player. He started a game or two as a sophomore when somebody was, I think it was Jamani might have been out.
Yeah.
But he started some, and he works really, really hard, and he has an opportunity to start this entire season, and I'm really, really happy for him.
I think that's only the second penalty on Northside tonight. That they had one earlier that Fayetteville declined.
Oh yeah, that was illegal men downfield.
Yes, and that's all. I think that's the only ones I've got. That's the second penalty on Northside tonight. So that part of the game they've done well tonight.
Sure hope the player from Fayetteville's all right. He's got a lot of attention now. When Tavarius King is coming at you, a lot of things can happen.
Yeah.
And you.
I think he's getting up. Yeah, that's a
There you
good
go.
sign.
Oh,
They
no,
took
they're taking his pads off.
But that's a good sign too. That it must not be his head or his neck if they took his shoulder pads and helmet off.
Well,
I think
Jeff,
Ethan
they've got a
Miller.
new procedure now where you do that stuff.
Oh, okay. Well,
you cut it off if you have to.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
it's Ethan Miller. He's a sophomore, so you sure hope that he's good.
I wonder if he was the one that went low when Tavares hurdled.
Can you get it again, Dylan? Is there a way to go back to that?
Might be kind of hard to see right at the end. Right there.
Well, yeah, I think he did go low.
Yeah, he got.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
There
It's a leg.
His own guy.
Yeah, it's a leg.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
he got taken out by his own guy.
So that's you got to.
Well, if it's just a leg, I've seen some pretty serious leg injuries in my days of coaching and doing all that. I've seen bones sticking out of skin and all
We're
that.
seeing a class act right now with our
Yeah.
head coach.
Yeah.
Curry has come over to the Fayetteville sideline. Oh, you're down 56-0, and you start forgetting about how dangerous this game can be. Something like this happens, you have your head coach go over to check on him. That shows a lot of class. Coach Curry, one thing I can say about Coach Curry is he loves those kids.
Well, for years, Coach Curry had always given our pregame prayer
right
before the game, and one of the things he always prays for is
safety.
Nobody on either team get hurt or harmed during the game.
Even Miss Sherry's over here now too, our trainer.
You don't want that for anybody.
Oh, you're right. Coach, when they had the jamboree over in Broken Arrow, and that young man from Broken Arrow, he had a leg whip, and it looked pretty similar to that.
Yeah.
And Ezra Phillips had just caught a pass, And I thought that Ezra's leg is the one that took him out, but it was his own player.
Right.
And he had one of those Joe Theismann breaks.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
And
he was their middle linebacker, and he was a
highly
promising,
recruited.
promising player.
Highly recruited.
And then we lost a guy, Mays.
Yeah.
And a
that was weird.
non-contact injury, broke his femur.
Yeah, it was weird.
Night,
I mean, when we saw it, I mean, I was actually on the field, and I thought he had a cramp.
Yeah.
And ended up, next time I saw him was in the ambulance.
Right.
Another sophomore defensive back. I don't know this has ever happened but once, but it happened when I was, I think I was a sophomore at Northside. Our quarterback, who would have been a senior, I think he played 2 games, tore his ACL, and they redshirted him. He got to play his senior year again.
In high school?
In high school. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, they're bringing this.
Yeah, bringing the stretcher
out now.
Well, if there's any good news out of what we've seen with the replay, you hope it is a leg.
Yep.
You know, anything but a leg. I mean, anything but a back or a neck.
Right.
And so that's what we could tell that's probably what it's going to be.
It is. I noticed they were working on his leg, so I don't know if they've got a splint on it or not. But
well, it looked like they had the blow-up splint, but I don't know that. Well, everybody at the Grizzly Sports Network has this young man in their prayers, and sure hope that whatever the injury is, that he recovers fast. And it's just the 3rd game of the season. They got him on the stretcher now. Get a thumbs up. Now, Miss Sherry she's walking back to our sideline now. I know Coach Fleur might be able to get with her, and she'll know.
I believe it's a broken leg.
Is that what you think?
Pretty sure. I watched them put an air cast on
okay.
it and, pump it up, but I'll make sure. That's kind of unusual that we've had 3 of those this early.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing 3 in a season.
When you watch the replay, you could see that that's probably what it was. He was actually hit by his own man. You'll see it here. Comes in right there.
I think he took a helmet
right
to his
there.
knee. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
right
yeah. There you see it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Well,
okay, let's not show that anymore.
The promising thing is that it's a leg.
Yes.
Ethan Miller shaking up on the play for the Bulldogs.
And hear all the Fayetteville fans cheering for him. He is just a sophomore. The line of scrimmage will be the 35, 3:37 left in the 3rd.
They just said it was the lower part of his leg.
Okay. Well, such a long time out. Both teams are going to now stretch. Will they come back out on the field?
I got to hand Fayetteville's press box guys give them a hand, too. They've been playing some really good music over the PA tonight ever since we got
Yeah, it has been some good music.
It has. Takes me back to high school and college days. It's, little Kansas and Aerosmith. And
I was more of that 70s funk guy.
Funk.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll tell you, go to a Northside basketball game when Chris Carter is doing the PA.
Okay.
Dude, I don't care what the score is. You will have the best time of your life.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, he's. It's like going into an NBA game.
And the other thing is with Buzz, he'll call you and challenge you if you know a song. and bet your money and then never pay you.
He's got a problem with that.
I know.
I'm telling you.
47 years
Coach,
I've been saying that.
Coach, you know what's right. You know what's. We were in Cabot, and they were playing something over the PA, and I'm the 70s funk guy.
Yeah.
That's your Kansas guy.
Okay.
Or AC/DC or whatever.
Yeah, Aerosmith.
Yeah.
All I know is you called down and said $100 if you name that song. I named it.
Hey, here's the deal.
Okay.
So I said, I did say $100 if you can tell me what that song is, and he pitter-pattered around, and I think he was looking on his phone.
That's cheating. You can't look.
I'm not sure how he knew, and he guessed it.
He's not telling the truth.
He got it right. It was Cool in the Gang, who the group was, but he did get it right.
Okay.
And I owed him $100, but had him double or nothing.
That's not true.
That is true.
I never
double or
agreed
nothing.
to that. I want him $100, but that's okay, Buzz. I'm good.
My case grows stronger and stronger all the
gracious.
time.
McLean gives it to Isaac. Isaac. He almost broke to the 32. You got close.
Already got it.
But here's how Coach Fleur plays the game. I asked him, if you can name the song, it's 100, all right?
Uh-huh.
And he named it fair and square. He got lucky, but he named it.
He didn't ask Siri, did he?
No, he actually got it. And so I owed him.
Okay.
And then further down the line, I'm somewhere, I think I got even. But here's how he plays it. He hears a song.
You never got even.
He hears a song that he knows. He goes, ask me what this is for 100. I said, that's not how you do it.
Well, heck, when you wanted me to make a bet, it was like Lionel Richie's everybody's song everybody knew.
I don't determine what you ask me unless you're saying to tell you want me to tell you what the song is, or let me get you to tell you what the song is when you already know. That's not how you play it. Anyway, I think we're even. Hey, I'll buy you Cane's chicken after we get through here.
No, sir, I'm heading to Rudy.
Oh, come on. Oh, you got to get up early, don't you?
Yes, sir.
3rd and 7 for the Bears. Go deep to JT. God, he had no chance.
None.
Boy, Isaac did a good job just to get in the pitch because he saw it coming.
Was that kid on the sideline when they called that play? Holy cow.
That was Grayson Jerry.
That's also having young receivers out there, asking them to block a guy that's physically a lot better than them.
4th and 13. Moody steps up, throws, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Rashawn Clark. Isaiah Taylor in coverage. That'll be a turnover on downs. Minute 16 left in the 3rd quarter.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
Howard keeps it himself. Renata's there, but he'll get to the edge, stays on his feet, knocked out of bounds. That was Warren again. You hold him up, and Warren takes a shot. Got a text from Kristen Bean, and she was saying that speaking of the NBA, Kristen and 63 of her friends, I guess, are headed to watch Jalen and Zai on December the 18th. So,
how many friends?
63. She said 63 of us are headed to watch Jalen and Zai.
She is very popular.
Oh, no, she is. Ball is on the ground. There'll be a fight for it. The Bears should have it, and they do.
Bubble on the play.
That was Tyree Terry. Mishandled the football, and the Bears will come up with it.
Recovered by Luke
And
Young.
who was that? Luke Young. We talk about basketball guys.
Yeah.
That is a shooter right there.
I heard that name back in basketball season.
Luke plays wide receiver for the Grizzlies, and obviously was on defense there. But he is a great basketball player, and I can't wait to see him shoot that three this year.
Oh, we're in the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, we are.
Continuous clock.
In the third quarter, it's the Fayetteville Bulldogs 56, the visiting Northside Grizzlies 0.
So Moody and company will try to get the Bears on the board here with 12 minutes to go.
Okay, it looks like we got our JV offensive line in.
And Matthew Took split wide to the left. Matthew, a junior wide receiver.
Working to protect all Fayetteville students.
Brock gets the call.
Trey Byers and Kalen Thomas on the tackle.
Taryn Kerr, sophomore wide receiver, split wide to the right. Elijah's in the slot on that side, Took wide to the left. Brock in the backfield. Moody gets the snap, hands it to Brock. Brock with a burst of speed right up the middle. Will look like he'll get a first down there by about a yard. Damani, who really was a man among boys at Darby, looking forward to getting him to Northside, and then he ends up getting hurt. Out last year and back looking good so far this year.
Jaden Foster back
in.
Yep.
Foster gets the handoff up the middle.
Jaden Foster.
You could almost guarantee he wasn't going to fumble that one.
Tackled by Trey Byers and Will Price.
And he's glad to be back in.
I believe we've totally got young guys in there with the exception of Moody, and that's because we don't have another quarterback.
That's right.
Yeah. Brooks Letting at H-back. Moody looks right side, throws it to Kirsch. Complete. Get back to the line of scrimmage, though. Probably a loss of a yard there, bring it to 3rd and 11.
Well, I better wake up. That could have been in my lap.
Coach is right there on you.
So did Techmeyer, he didn't dress, correct?
No, I think he got
No, he was dressed and got sick before the game, and so he was sitting over on the sideline, but I think he is I think he's gone home.
Okay.
We had a penalty on the north side there, blocking below the waist.
That's right. Looks like Fayetteville declined it.
You remember back when they had the crackback block?
They do want to take it.
Oh, yeah.
How brutal was that? How many guys had career-ending injuries over that?
I have seen guys get decleated. On some crackback blocks, and back in my younger days, we called it snot bubbles. You went over and checked on a guy, and he had snot bubbles coming out. He
did good.
He got decleated. Yeah.
And also, how about blocking below the waist on kickoffs?
That's right.
You can block. My goodness, that was brutal.
2nd down and 25. 43.
Easy.
Grayson Jerry
Also got a text from Stacy Fleur, Kitsavis, saying that we're doing a good job. I had to throw that Fleur in there because that is Coach Fleur's sister. Took the helmet off of him. That was Jaden Foster.
Buzz,
really
I got a
really nice run there by Jaden.
Yeah, it was.
Buzz, I got a text from har-ber. He said,
har-ber.
tell Buzz and the guys I said hi.
Hop, yeah, I used to play softball with Hop, and that's Trey's granddaddy.
Right.
Trey Norwood. Hop and his brother Jody played some softball with him, and you talk about some guys that could jack it out of a park. They couldn't make a park big enough to hold them in. Fun to play with them, great athletes. The text I got from Stacy was saying you all are doing good. She knows how hard it is on me and you guys to watch our guys go through this. And Stacy, I appreciate you saying that. The pass to the right side, throw a flag there. I couldn't see it very well, Coach. You're down there. It's probably just a good defensive play.
It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looked to me like he wasn't looking back for the ball. I don't know.
Well, that was intended for Kirsch. Kirsch just a sophomore.
Ball goes over on down.
The Fayetteville will have the ball now with 6:36 left in the game in this continuous clock.
We'd like to thank the EMS
Anyway, Stacy, thanks for your encouragement. It is hard to watch our guys go through this. Had a picture pop up in my memories today with McCade Moody McClade's older brother, Ty Massey, and your nephew Walker at one of our coaches' shows, and it brought back some really good memories. Run out of bounds by Abram Dodson, another sophomore. Well, look at it this way. These guys they're gonna get better every game. May not go our way. We're going to play a lot of really, really tough competition from here on out. May not go our way, but they're going to get better. And you always say, hey, we got to look forward to what we have coming. And we got a lot coming.
Yeah, but you're right. We've got a lot coming, but that's next year.
Yeah.
We want these guys, even if they are young, to get better each and every game and give us a chance to compete. And
that's the whole goal is to get better every game, is keep grinding and keep grinding. Now Luke Young.
I think you're going to see a face mask go on Northside.
Yeah.
During the return, face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Result of the play is a first down.
Well, Luke playing safety. A lot of versatile kids that'll go both ways.
Mitchell, tackled by Gabriel Smith.
Well, you got to take your hat off to Coach Dick and his staff. They've done what you're supposed to do in a situation like this.
Caden Kilpatrick's pass intended for Kean Mosley. Jalen Chavez defending on the play. Pass was incomplete.
The thing about Fayetteville is they have so much depth, and that's one thing that we talk about a lot before the season starts is what happens if this guy gets hurt, what happens if that guy gets hurt. And you got to take up the slack somehow. These guys got 3 deep.
Sure.
That's almost every position.
And they have quality depth, too. It's not just another body they can stick out there.
Got a fumble right there. Luke Young came up with it.
Oh, Luke. Good job, Luke.
Know what the flag's for, Coach?
Yeah, it was a holding on them.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, Luke just run it down and dunk it over the crossbar. I just want to say thank you to our counterparts, Blair Cartwright, Matt Jones, do the broadcast for Fayetteville. You know, we depend on the other broadcast team in a lot of cases to get us rosters and starters and two deep. And Blair Cartwright, who really does a good job for Mascot Media and Fayetteville High School. I saw him at a Bentonville game doing basketball last year, and he emails me all the stats and everything I needed. So thank you, Blair, for helping us out. I got Pat Jenkins in the booth next to me. Pat has On the Hill Media. Damani, boy, you see a nice move there by Damani. And let's get a run back there, Dylan. I want to watch that move Damani put on him. There's a sophomore. He's going to be a good player for us. Already is.
That little hesitation right there.
Yeah.
Got him 5-6 more yards.
And think about that. I mean, you can teach a lot of fundamentals, but you can't teach that.
That's right. That's right.
You can either do it or you can't. Hey, Coach Fleur, you ought to start making your way up to the press box so you can help us get it all bundled up and loaded. Are you already on your way? It's McLean taken down from behind. Where is Coach Fleur? Oh, I see him. There he is. Come on.
No, sir, I'm on the field reporting.
We'll give you a pass to come on.
Y'all look a little crowded up there anyway.
It is pretty tight.
It is that.
Under a minute now as Damani gets, he'll get over the 45 at the 47-yard line. 4th down and 11. Where's?
You don't want to do anything to get Moody hurt right here.
No.
Hand the ball off.
Yep, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Let's snap it one more time. There goes McLean. Now just that's his nature. Is the clock hits 0. That's what McLean does. He's going to give 100 every time he touches it. Well, this will end 56-0. Started out bad, and we just never could recover.
Well, you see that picture right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got more than twice as many players as we do.
That's a great example. All right, Coach Fuller, let's get some final thoughts before you hit the road.
Well, I mean, you guys have said it. We've just got to use the next off week to come back and correct. You know, we got to quit turning the football over. And so we've got to correct that. We've got to figure out what we do good and go to work at it and keep working, like you said. You know, you got 7 more games, and you can't let, as hard as it is, and like you said, it comes down to the coaches. They got to keep working and going in the right direction.
I agree. Any other thoughts?
Well, you know, I think we went out in the second half and, you know, we wanted to run the ball. Isaac Wright had some really good runs.
Really did. Lopez had did a good job on the line.
You know, without a doubt, McLean Moody is a very, very talented. We've got a talented quarterback. We have talented receivers, but the best teams have balance.
Yeah.
And when you can run the ball with some success, that just makes the passing game open up even better. Yeah. So, I think that they'll spend a lot of the next 2 weeks really, really working on fine-tuning the running game, giving us a chance to be better at the passing game as well.
I agree. Well, it didn't go our way tonight. Jeff, I know you'll have some feelings on it.
For me, it's you got one or two choices if you're Northside. You can learn from this, go back to work tomorrow, get better every day, or you can tuck your tail between your legs and call it a year.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any quitters over there at Fort Smith Northside. So tomorrow they're gonna go back to work. They're gonna get better every day, and they're gonna play better in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it's not going our way. We've had some adversity, obviously, to begin the season, but whatever you do, if you're a coach, you're a fan, you're a fellow player, don't get down on them. Give them some encouragement. If you can do that, let's help them get along. Like Coach Little said, you want it now. Next year is probably going to be a lot better year, but you want it right now. And if you just keep getting better every game, good things are going to start happening. But you got to have a positive outlook, and you can't have a lot of negativity around you.
Yeah, and also, you're trying to develop, character, and you develop character in adversity, not when things are going well,
Right.
So what are they going to do from this point on? It's tough to watch right now. But I can guarantee you this: that coaching staff, they're working their tail off.
Hey, they'll be there Sunday.
Yeah, they'll
in their meetings, and they'll devise a plan. They'll figure out which way they want to go. What can we do to help our team get better?
Right. That's right.
Good thing is we have a week off. We won't play again until September 27th. It'll be at Mayo Thompson against Bryant. And Bryant is
the University of
Bryant. That's exactly right. Hey, they're coming in with a new coach. Buck James went to Conway, so it not to say that they're going to be any less of a team. They'll still be,
they'll be good.
What they are. But as always, I take my hat off and I say thank you to everybody that helps put this broadcast together. Our camera girls, Hannah and Alicia, then Brandon on the field with Coach Fleur. What a great job they do. Dylan at the controls. My team here with all the knowledge with Jeff, Coach Little, and Coach Fleur. You guys are so good, and I appreciate what you bring to the broadcast and the fact that we're here under adverse situations, and we're still excited to be at the next game. And like I said, that's going to be September the 22nd. Thank you to our sponsors, Fort Smith Therapy, who makes all this possible. They are our major sponsor, and I'm thankful for all of our sponsors. And also Cane's Chicken, our halftime sponsor. Wish Russell was here with a big box of chicken waiting outside this press box, but nice. We're going to have to go to Cane's. It's not far from here. This has gone on pretty long. It's 9:15 now, but we can make it in time. But it takes a little while to get everything broken down. We do have a lot of equipment, so it does take a while to get all that handled, but we're going to make it in time. So I hope that everybody has a safe weekend. Enjoy your time with your family. Let's all heal up and get ready to come back and play those Bryant Hornets on September the 22nd. Until then, I am Buzz Sawyer saying so long from Harmon Field. Go Bears.